There's a feature in the Accufit software called RealTime, and also it's also available on the unit itself directly if you're not using the software, but it's a good troubleshooting option. So say if you've fit tested someone and you've tried different size masks and you're having challenges where they are failing, you could go into real-time mode. Just move this around a little bit so you can see it a bit better. So what this is going to do, it's going to stop a regular fit test, like where it's going and doing all the different exercises. And now we're doing real-time sampling. So it starts measuring the ambient background. So how many particles we have in the background. It takes a little while for it to purge out. So I have about 3,600 particles in the air, and I've got the HEPA filter on, so you can see that I'm getting, that makes sense because the HEPA filter removes all the particles. Now, just to see how explain this is your fit factor, and with this HEPA filter on there, you would expect to have a very high fit factor. So now the powerful thing is that you could have the person being tested wearing their respirator and be hooked up to a mask, and you could have the mask adjusted on their face, or you could check different things. And at any time, if if they put the mask on and they're just breathing normally, or they're just moving around a little bit, if it all stays high, if this blue line stays high, then you have a good fit factor. But say if they move the mask a bit and they get this situation where you'll see this line drops very quickly, so there's a leak somewhere. So it can be pretty powerful to figure out, okay, on my mask, do I have a problem with the filters? Are they leaking? Is the fit test adapter having an issue? Is it not fitting correctly? Is it stripped here, or is there a leak in it? So you can use it to troubleshoot, either while the person is wearing it, and also I'll show you this with the an N95. Same thing, like I could have the person wearing the N95 and find out that this probe we put in is too loose, or maybe the respirator, there's some other issue with it. So what we're looking for is a good, now the line doesn't necessarily have to be that high, but we want consistency. We don't want it dropping down. So that's something that you can do if you fit tested someone quite a few times and you're having problems getting it to pass, and their situation might be they're getting nervous, and they, because it is a test, you can move it from a test now to this real-time monitoring, work with them, get them to kind of bend over, or any part where they're having issues, you can watch it real time and try to make the correct adjustments. Maybe, again, it's hard to say what it would be, but maybe the top straps are too tight and the bottom ones are too loose, or something else like that. Now, so that's troubleshooting someone that's being in the middle of a fit test. Now, at any time, so with the machine itself, at any time, if you want to troubleshoot and make sure everything's working correctly, you can also do this. Put the HEPA filter on, go into real-time mode, and you would expect a very stable line. If you do this and you get it jumping around quite a bit, there may be a leak somewhere. So let me just see, if I cause a leak here with the alcohol cartridge, let me just see here. So you can see, and things like this can happen eventually. That large O-ring can leak and let air in. Also, these fittings here, they should be tight. Over time, maybe somehow there might be a nick in the tube itself. So moving the tube around, if I was to see that drop, then I would know there's an issue. So it's a way of troubleshooting by using the HEPA filter. So I hope this helps.